You know, I'm a long-term beneficiary. I've been on the invalid's benefit now for some 13 years or so, and there's no way I can hold down a job.
Yeah, well,
I have chronic emphysema and chronic schizophrenia.
Now, Chris...
And there's no way I can hold down a job.
Chris...
I run out of energy really fast.
Chris...
I have no lung capacity, and there's no way I can work. And if John Key wants to take another $25 off me a week and make me live on less than $40 a week, then good on him.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny.
Chris,
Goodbye.
Chris, you listening? Not a lot of listening. This is for Chris, who may very well still be listening or not, but obviously got a problem with listening. The fact is, if you're on an invalid's benefit or a sickness benefit and you cannot work, that will be proven. And as less and less people are sucking on the system, there may be a bit more fat. So you don't lose $40, but you actually get 40 back. Hello, Leslie.
I just hung on. I'm calling from Timaru. I was standing at the bench and I just clung. It only lasted a few seconds. Major.
Big earthquake, huh?
Well, not as bad as September.
But a big enough one.
Well...
Yeah. Thanks, Leslie. Hello, Heather. You're in Dunedin.
Yes, much the same here. Came on completely unexpectedly. I've got a dog who picked the last one. And he just froze in the middle of the lounge. But I've got wooden Venetian blinds and they banged and crashed. No damage, but it sort of rolled and then almost stopped and then we had a little bit longer.
So how many seconds do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. A second in an earthquake's a long time, isn't it?
Absolutely, Heather.
Yeah. No, look, I'm not sure, but it did seem to go on for quite a long time. Okay. I was awake when they had the big Christchurch one.
And Gwen, you're in Greymouth.
Yes, I am. It was a good shake. It just made the vertical blind sort of move a bit, but nothing drastic.
No China's fallen off the shelves?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Okay, well, thanks for your call. Happy to take yours if you've just joined us. Earthquake in the South Island, major aftershock. More in the news. News and sport next.
Cloudy periods and isolated showers. Tonight's low 18 currently. Sunny spells 26. This is Newstalk ZB Auckland at 1.
Waking up New Zealand with 5:30 Live and breaking news 24/7. This is Newstalk ZB News.
Keep up with Newstalk ZB News. Details coming in on massive aftershock in Christchurch. Major reform coming for benefits and confirmed bombing underway in Libya. Good afternoon, I'm Neva Reddy Manu.
Big and risky. Climbing Mount Everest. The straight-talking online bank.
In breaking news, there's been a massive aftershock in Christchurch. It's cut phone links to the city. The quake was also felt in Dunedin. Joe Scott is live from Christchurch. Joe, what can you tell us?
Hi, how are you? At the moment I'm at St Albans School in Christchurch where there is liquefaction spewing out of the ground, out of the field and on the basketball. All of the children are out of the classroom, very distressed here, very upset. A lot of worried parents coming to the school. I was at home when the aftershock happened. By crikey, it felt bigger than the 7.1, but it's nowhere near as long. We have an absolute mess at home to clean up as well, but there's liquefaction literally all over the St Albans school grounds at the moment, spewing everywhere. They've had to move the kids off the field where they were initially evacuated, and now the basketball courts we're on are flooding as well.
How long did this shake last for, Joe?
I was just hopping in my car. I estimate about 20, 30 seconds. It was incredibly violent. Had a huge, massive urn on the side of my doorstep fall onto the ground. We have stuff everywhere at home. I didn't get a chance to see if there was any damage to my home. I wanted to come and get my child first.
Okay, thank you. That was Joe Scott live from Christchurch, and we'll obviously have more on this developing story. The quake was also felt in Timaru.
I was standing at the bench and I just clung. It only lasted a few seconds. Major.
This woman felt it in Dunedin.
Came on completely unexpectedly. I've got a dog who picked the last one, and he just froze in the middle of the lounge. But I've got wooden Venetian blinds and they banged and crashed. No damage, but it sort of rolled and then almost stopped and then we had a little bit longer.
We've also had callers who felt it in Greymouth. In other news, there's a proposal to have only one benefit for all. It's one of the recommendations.
It is 10 past 1. The number's 0800 80 1080. If you've just joined us, a very good afternoon to you. Well, a big shake in the South Island. This morning at 9:16, there was a magnitude 3.1 aftershock. It could be called that, 3 kilometres south of Christchurch at a depth of 10 kilometres. However, listen to this. 12:51 p.m., not that long ago. Magnitude 6.3. Depth 5 kilometres. 10 kilometres southeast of Christchurch. We have reports of liquefaction in Christchurch. We have reports from Dunedin of people feeling it. Happy to talk to you. The number is 0800 80 1080. And we go live to our newsroom in Christchurch to Tim Dyer, reporter. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Jenny. How are you today?
Good. Well, liquefaction reported.
Yeah, I'm in the centre of Christchurch. I was actually just ducked out to go and get something in my vehicle, and there was a major shake and people running out of buildings, etc. And I'm still making my way through town. There are no lights going. There's quite a lot of liquefaction in the eastern side of the city along the Turma Street, etc. I saw one building, a brick building, and as it joins the tower seal from their car park, there was just water absolutely pouring out of there. There were no traffic lights going. I came up to Dras Street, which was an area widely affected by the last earthquake, and they put some containers around some of the buildings they still had doubts about. Some of those buildings have collapsed. So I've seen the two containers on top of each other, plus they had a 6-foot fence on top of that. That fence is now completely squashed. And around the Christchurch Polytechnic area along the Dras Street, there is just debris and bricks right across the road.
Now, I just want to clarify it, Tim. You said some buildings that were marginal have collapsed.
Yeah, they have collapsed even more, Danny. I can't say that they're completely flattened. But what I can tell you is, by the looks of the buildings and the damage to the containers and the fence that was on top of the containers, I dare say that a lot of that has fallen off, yes.
Well, thanks for that, Tim. Anything else to report, please get back to us as soon as possible.
Yeah, will do.
That's Tim Dyer coming to us from Newstalk ZB. G'day, Paul.
Fine.
Well, it's not a coincidence, is it, Raywin?
No.
Well, thanks for the call. Hello, Glenys.
Hi, Danny. I'm in Christchurch. I'm just sitting in the middle of a house that's absolutely all down around me. And the shaking is still going on. It's just gone on and off, on and off, on and off continuously since the quake. And this was much harder than the first one.
Whereabouts in Christchurch are you? And what
We're in St Martin's.
Okay, Maryvale, that area.
It's still shaking right now as I talk to you.
So you can still feel the earth moving?
Yeah, it's still shaking. Everything's waking and wobbling around in the room. They've been big aftershocks, like every 2 minutes or even less.
So how are you feeling?
I feel absolutely sick.
Why are you inside the house and not out of the house, Glenys?
I can't. I'm actually stuck in a chair. I can't walk, but hardly.
Okay. Do you need someone to get to
I
you?
have to have assistance. My husband's just come home, but he's come home over bridges that are all humped and water's pouring over them, and roads have come up with liquefaction down Ferry Road, and it's just absolutely unreal. I can't believe it. The first earthquake on September the 4th, we lost our television. That's it. We've got things off the walls, off the shelves, all over the floor, chest of drawers on the floor, just everything sitting around my feet.
Well, you take care and get yourself out of there as soon as he's home, Glenys.
Yeah.
Okay, all the best. Taking your calls. The number's 0800 80 1080. Newstalk ZB. Newstalk ZB, it is 20 after 1 now. Brian Ashby works for the Radio Network in Christchurch. He's just crawled out from underneath a table. Good afternoon, Brian.
Hi, Danny.
How you feeling?
Nervous. You know, it's I've been very lucky through this whole business since September 4 in terms of damage to my own property. This time around, I had more stuff fall off the walls than I had in the original 7.1 back on September 4. Such was the jolt sort of watching my house wave around like the Olympic flag from under my dining table is pretty unnerving, really. And the first, you could hear it coming, as we've all sort of gotten used to down here, dived under, and it kept rumbling. And then sort of when I was brave enough to get out, then there was another big bang, and we got it again, settled down a wee bit. And even as I went outside and had a look around my property, just scanning for damage, you could still feel it under your feet. It's still moving now. Ever so slightly, and it's sort of been four significant shocks, but just this constant little rumble is there. It's like it's like sort of standing on on a river almost, on a raft, just the sort of movement under your feet that's constantly there. It's horrible.
Well, there was talk after the first earthquake of maybe Christchurch need to be relocated up on the Port Hills, which is solid rock. I mean, is this...
There's a rumble now, Danny. I'm just going to get under my table.
Good play. Well, I was just going to say, why aren't you outside, Brian?
Well, I'm just about to go. The phone went. I'm just about to. I've got kids to retrieve. My daughter, my partner Carol. Yes, if you're listening, I will go and get it. I need to get out and about. The kids are going to be really scared. We just got to sort of gather them all in, and this is, I guess this is the concern that everybody's got. The thing that worries me, Danny, about this one is that, we were lucky. Lucky is not quite the word, but 4:20 in the morning, September 4. This is a biggie this time, and there will be people, out in the open and around buildings that perhaps are a little bit loose. So, I'm just hope that everyone's come through this one unhurt.
Well, Brian, sense of urgency. We'll let you get on your way. You've got things to do.
Thanks, Danny.
No, thank you. Thank you for talking to us. G'day, Steve.